Hey guys! I am officially 40 weeks pregnant. I haven't made it this far with my other pregnancies. I was spoilt. I had both of the boys at 39 weeks, 3 days, which was weird. Oliver was an induction and Clyde came naturally, and I had them both at that gestation within 3 hours of each other, 2 hours. I had Oliver at almost 7 o'clock in the morning, and I had Clyde just a couple minutes after 9 o'clock in the morning. So I think that's funny. But this baby has its own plans. I did not think I was going to make it to my due date. I thought, if you guys do follow my progress, I really thought that I would have it at 38 weeks. No. No, it turns out not. When we first found out that we were going to have another baby, I thought, oh, that would be so cool to have an April baby, so that we had Oliver in March, this baby in April, and then Clyde in May, and it really isn't funny anymore. So we might end up having an April baby. My due date was Wednesday, the 29th. It's just the day. It doesn't really matter. I'm not worried about going over. I'm just, education's key. I'm just kind of bummed now because I don't have a little baby in my arms. But, sorry. Yeah, it'll come when it wants to. I feel like it's going to be way smaller than Clyde. I think it's going to weigh way less than Clyde. But I think it's going to be longer. I'm going to guess like 21, 22 inches. And Clyde and Ollie were both just 20 inches. Because it just feels like nothing but legs and appendages. With Clyde, it felt like a big fat, like a ball, like a rock in there. He was just big and fat, and I was huge with him. With Oliver, he felt, I do remember that, he just felt normal. Like, he didn't feel huge. He didn't feel like all legs. He just kind of like felt like he was hanging out in there. But this one seriously feels like it's nothing but legs. Last night I was actually laying in bed and it went on the fritz. Like, if you guys do follow me, you know that this baby moves an insane amount. Absolutely insane. And last night was probably the most crazy it's ever moved. Like, its head was going, I could feel its arms going, both of them. I could feel both of its legs were going, its butt was moving. Like, it was insane. It was like spinning on its head. It was breakdancing. I have no idea, but it's never moved that much. It didn't make anything happen. But I don't know. My pelvis still feels like it's splitting in half. For some reason, I haven't went back to my chiropractor in probably my original one I've been seeing for the last couple of months. I stopped going to him because he's a pervert. And then I went to a new guy, hoping that somebody local would be able to, and it turns out, no, you really need to watch who you go with. He was not proficient when it came to adjusting women, even though they said that he was. He was not. Or pregnant women, not women. Pregnant women. And then I ended up going to one that I used to go to years ago, and he didn't adjust me right either. So I'd rather just put up with the pain. But for some reason, I don't know if it's the pregnancy gods or what, but since going to the last one, I had like a week of pain after going with him, and my hips have been doing a lot better till today. So I've had like a week and a half or 2 weeks, something like, I don't know, I've lost track of my days. I was 38 weeks, so it's been over 2 weeks now. For some reason, my hips haven't been hurting as much. They still hurt, but it's really weird. I'm not sure why, because the baby has been engaged, which means the head is way down in my pelvis for weeks straight, solid, not coming back up. I really feel like I look smaller the last, from 38 weeks, 39 weeks, and then 40 weeks, I feel like I look smaller around, at least from the side, because the baby has dropped. But a baby dropping doesn't actually mean anything. So whenever people say that, it doesn't mean anything. Not at all. I've been having a crap ton of Braxton Hicks. A few contractions. There have been a few painful ones. I can feel my cervix doing something. And then the baby grinds on it, which is uber painful. But, so that's been fun. I have everything set up. So I had, if you guys watched my other videos, I have my pool set up on top of our old shower curtains, and then I layered the shower curtains with towels and then put the pool on it. I got this done at 39 weeks because I thought that this baby would come around the same time as Oliver and Clyde. And now here we are a week later, and our clothes are actually in that room in the chest of drawers. So the boys have been going in there and walking over them, and I have to fix them every day. So I was pulling all the ones in the front that keep getting walked on. I was pulling them up and I was folding them, and Tony walked in like, "What are you doing?" And I was just being an ass, but I was like, "I'm never having this baby. I'm just putting everything away." And he was like, you're such an exaggerator. You're ridiculous." But I was just kidding. I'll lay him down if I have the time before we have the baby. Whenever I go into labor. If I go into labor. I don't know. I've never been on this side of the due date. It's just kind of, I don't know. Tony's stressed out about it because his coordinator, they talked to each other when I was like 38 weeks, because Tony figured that I would have this baby around the same time as I had Clyde and Ollie, because he was also spoiled by my uterus. And I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder and wind, but it's been hailing and storming all day. It's kind of crazy. But so he talked to him, and I got his personal number that if I need to call Tony while he's at work. It's his coordinator's personal number. So Tony, every time that Tony looks up and looks at him, he's checking his phone, making sure that he hasn't missed my phone call. So that's making him on edge. And then he just kind of thought that we'd have a baby by now. And yep, new baby. We'll see. I'm not trying to make anybody mad, but anybody who asks, "Have you had that baby yet?" I'm not going to respond to any of your comments. I'm just not. Because it's just getting old. I've got a lot of people in my personal life and on YouTube and stuff, and I'll let you guys know when I have the baby. Otherwise, other than these updates on like my Facebook or Instagram or through YouTube, I'm not going to answer those questions because you'll know when I want you to know. And it's not right now. So, babies come when they want to come. There is no trick to forcing a baby to come out. There isn't. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Oliver and Clyde are getting very impatient. They really want to meet the baby. Oliver is absolutely certain it's a girl. He was laying his head on my belly today, and I was telling him what to say, like, "Hey baby, can't wait to meet you." And I said I can't, for him to copy and say to the baby, "I can't wait to find out if you're a boy or a girl." And he goes, "I can't wait to see that you're a girl." Because there are no other options. It's a girl to him. I think he would be okay if it was a boy, because it'd still be a sweet little baby and it would be his baby, but I don't know. Clyde, I can't remember if I put it in the video, but Clyde was really, really sick. I thought that my last video, I should say, I thought that he had pneumonia or bronchiolitis again. It was really bad. He had super bad breathing. This was only like 5 days ago. Like I said, if you guys have been following me on Instagram or something, I'm not lying. I'm not trying to lie if I totally got that off. I just can't remember. I think it was 5 days ago. Give or take, I don't know. It turns out I did end up taking him in, and he has severe allergies, which scared the crap out of me the first year he was born because of his allergies. I thought he was dying. I've never seen a baby with allergies that bad. Tony has super bad allergies, and so does Tony's dad. So it comes from Tony's side because nobody on my side of the family has allergies. And then every year allergy season hits, oh, it's my dryer. Every year the allergy season hits, he gets them worse and worse and worse. I still forget. I don't know how or why. Maybe because I don't have allergies, so I'm not getting hit. Like, Tony starts to get hit at the same time as he does, so he reminds me, but I don't remember because maybe I don't have allergies. I don't know. So I took him in, and they listened to his lungs and stuff, and his lungs were severely inflamed, and his sinuses were severely inflamed. And the woman, she's so sweet, but if you guys know me, I'm not going to pump my kids full of antibiotics and all sorts of pharmaceuticals just to make them feel better. But she was sweet about it because I was due soon. So she gave me a steroid inhaler or a steroid for his lungs, an antibiotic for his sinus, no, for an ear infection, which we've actually been treating at home. So it was kind of nice seeing, because I knew that Clyde had an ear infection, but I've been treating it at home. So going in, she said, well, it's kind of red. It looks like it's the start of an ear infection. Well, it was the end of an ear infection because I had been treating it. So that was nice to know. But she gave me an antibiotic for his ears, and then another steroid inhaler for his lungs, which I'm not going to pack him full of it. No. We use a lot of essential oils. I mixed some essential oils and started putting them on his chest and his temples for allergy relief. And then I have a diffuser, which I've been diffusing other ones for allergy relief, which I had started before I even took him in. And the day that I took him in, his symptoms were less than they had been, but I still was just on edge. I wanted to get him seen. Then I did a couple honey patches, which is a giant band-aid with some honey on it on his chest. And then that helps clear up any kind of cough or infection or inflammation in his lungs. So he's doing a lot better. I think Ollie this year actually has started getting allergies because he's got a dry cough at night now, which just sucks. Those poor boys. Tony and I joke around that we should have done a questionnaire with each other before we started having babies to see if it was worth it, because the downfalls of his genetics and the downfalls of my genetics suck. But here we are, number 3. We're just gonna take care of our babies and make sure they take care of themselves. But I think that is it. Excuse my shirt when I show you my belly, because for some reason, no, I know why, I've got a big old belly. So everything that drops off of me, or I'm holding the boys and something drops off of them, or I'm cooking, splashes on my shirt, and I've got grease all over the top of my shirt all the freaking time, or food. It's really frustrating. Or the top of my belly. So that's what those stains are. And I'm not going to change my shirt. I just made it all day. And then I just spilled something on my clothes. So you guys get to see the dirty mom version of me. Yay. Okay. Shirt up. Or down. Shirt down. Shirt up. There's 40 weeks. Come on, baby. Thanks, guys, for following me this entire time. And I just want to say there are several of you guys that always comment. And you always say the sweetest things. And I love you all so much. And you really are the best. And I haven't said that before because I'm extremely forgetful. But you guys are awesome. And I really appreciate all the encouragement and the sweet words. And everything that you say about the boys. It's so sweet. I don't know. Okay. But I will hopefully see you with the baby after the birth. But for now, expect a 41-week update. Bye.